Everyone, welcome back to It's Possible podcast. Today we have with us D, who's gonna blow your mind. Because D has been doing a lot of things. I've seen him on Instagram, doing a lot of great things. So today, let him introduce himself to you, so that you get to know D today. D, welcome to the show.
All right. So I'm glad to be here. My name is D. Mathis. I'm the owner of Shoe Solution 6, which is an eBay store I've had since 2013. I have a background in sales, and I just published my first book, Unlocking the Secrets to Storage Flipping.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely excited about that. I hope you get your copy from Amazon.
That's cool. That's cool. So, well, talk to me about the storage flipping, because I've seen you doing that a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could do it with my eyes closed. The first time I bought a storage unit was 2009. At the time, I had a lawn care service, and I noticed that people walked by. It was a live auction, and I got all up in their business, right? I'm trying to figure out what was going on because it was weird for a group of people to walk by at a storage unit. So the next auction they had, I was there, and I did exactly what I tell you to do in this book.
Okay.
Go to the next auction and just observe what's going on.
Yeah.
Right?
So that's what you do every day?
No, I don't do it necessarily every day. I do list items that I've got out of storage units every day. So with eBay has an algorithm just like social media does, and that company really wants you to put items on their site every day.
Okay. So my thing, do you make money doing that?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, all right. So, because today what we want is for you to, because we have a few people watching the video right now who may be home and don't know what to do.
Okay.
So, and they have storage units around where they live.
Of course.
Right?
Yes.
So is that a way for them to say, you know what, we can make some money with that?
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
All right. So take us through a normal day of flipping storage.
So what you want to do is, once you grab your copy of this book, look at the websites in the back. Over the years, they have moved the auctions online more and more. So first, I really didn't want to do that because I was just so stuck in doing the traditional way where you being there physically and winning the auctions. But now you could go on the website today, win a unit today, and possibly pick it up today and start making money today, right?
Yes. But, we still have a lot of jargon here, Not everybody understands when you say storage units.
Okay.
Explain that a little more. What is that?
Okay. So you have, the industry is called self-storage, where that's U-Haul, that's Life Storage, Public Storage. You have mom and pop companies, right? So I named some of the big ones that's all over United States. And that's basically when you're in a situation where maybe you and your spouse split up and you put some of your stuff in storage, right? Maybe you go on joining the service, you put your stuff in storage. Maybe you downsizing from a 3-bedroom house to a 1-bedroom apartment. Everything can't fit. You put it in self-storage, right?
Okay.
And what happens is you care about the things originally when you put them in. After about 3-4 months, you forget exactly what you put in the storage unit, right? Because you go on with your day-to-day life, you're going to work, and after a while, you either don't have the budget to continue to pay that bill, just like any other bill you have, gas, electric, home, whatever the case may be, and you decide to stop paying on it. Now, of course, in the book, I tell you about things of, sometimes people get incarcerated, people get sick, people pass away, and nobody's there to pay the bill.
Okay.
Same thing happens. That company has an obligation to rent that unit back out. They don't care about your things or the contents on the inside of it.
Okay.
How they make money is rent it out every month passively. That's their business model. So this is where I step in at. I can win an abandoned unit for as little as $10, $20, $50, $100, $200, $500 of what's inside of that unit.
Okay.
As soon as you win that unit, you have usually 24, 48, 72 hours, depending on the facility or company you're dealing with, to get those things out of the unit. And then it's at your discretion how fast you want to sell it.
So when you say how fast, how can you sell that?
So some of my ways that I use is eBay, Facebook Marketplace, OffersUp. These are some of the platforms that gives me the most success.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You also start to grow a relationship with friends and business to business, right?
Okay.
So for example, if you in real estate, but you also have a construction business, you always buying supplies for homes, windows, doors, hammers, whatever it may be. So depending on the contents of that unit, I say, you know what, I'm gonna call such and such, and I know they're gonna want all this stuff in here. I don't have to go and find a new person to sell this to.
Yeah.
I'm already plugged in. It's kind of like a Rolodex in your mind, or you have it written down in a book. So, hey, Joe Blow, I got that bedroom that you said you've been looking for, or I got the unit with all the paint supplies in it, and you move it out fast.
Gotcha. So you tell me, somebody can just get up and find a storage unit that is full of stuff that their owners don't need them anymore, or maybe they can't pay the rent on a storage unit, and then they sell this unit to you, and you sell it out to other people. Is that what you're saying?
So the people who originally own the stuff inside of the storage unit have no control of the auction. They already forfeited. It's basically like when your house going to foreclosure.
Okay.
Once your house is going to foreclosure, then you basically don't own the house anymore. The bank owns the house.
Okay.
So I'm dealing with the storage company itself. Like now, I'm doing business with U-Haul. So U-Haul said, you know what? I want this stuff out. Do you have $10? Do you have $50? Will you give me $100 for it?
Oh, okay.
And I'm the highest bidder. Now, all I do is pay U-Haul.
Yeah.
I don't know who the person's stuff is when I'm buying a unit. Now, of course, when you go through a unit, you may discover things about a person or people who had the stuff inside of the unit. But I'm not doing business with them. I'm doing business with a business. Like I said, U-Haul, Life Storage, Public Storage, which is some of the biggest companies. Actually, Public Storage is the biggest company. But that's how you make money. So once you get the stuff out, you just start selling it. You can sell it anywhere. You can go a yard sale. You can go to the barbershop. You can put stuff on different websites. You can call your friend, your buddy, your mama and say, hey, I got this TV for you. I got this bed for you. You make money today, this week, this month.
Wow, that's a great business idea. And you don't really pay a lot of money for a unit, right? Does it depend on what's inside of it or how big it is?
It always depends on what's in the unit. That's how much you're going to pay. The size of the unit, where is the location, how much competition you have, all those things come into play.
Okay.
Right? And one of the first key steps is, for me, it's some good advice for everybody who's listening, is come up with a number that you want to pay the max for. So you look at this unit and you say, okay, it has 2 cameras, it got 2 tripods and a TV in it. There's nothing else in the unit.
Yeah.
And you say, you know what? The most I want to pay is $100. If it goes over $100, I'm not going to win it because that's the most I want to pay.
Okay.
Now, one of my things I've learned and been in this industry over 10 years, and I share with it in the book, put an extra 10% budget on top of your number. So we came up with $100 for everything that you want to pay for it. Put an extra 10%, that puts you at $110 for the unit. Now, on top of the $110, you may have to pay sales tax or a commission fee for the website that you're on.
Okay.
So now you're at $130, $140, $125, something like that, right? But that's the max you're going to pay. Or you don't win the unit. And be okay with not winning the unit.
Okay, well, before we get into that, I mean, it's a lot into play to get to the level where you are right now. So what pushed you to say, you know what, this is the type of business I want to do?
What pushed me and what I want to help people with is that going from just paying bills to get by, not living life, right? You know, not getting a chance to go on a nice date to Ruth Chris, right?
Yeah.
Not get a chance to ever go on vacations. And this could be the vehicle that takes you from A to B. I've been through them struggles. Of course, a lot of people have. We have viewers that's been through things. You lose jobs, family members, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And this is a source of creating extra income forever.
Okay. That makes sense. So now what I want to understand is I don't know anything about storage units. I don't know how to flip them. So besides all the business that exists, why do you choose to do to flip storage units?
What I like about it is the small buy-in costs, right?
Okay.
You can win a unit, like I said today, for $20, $100, right?
$20.
Right. So I say the last 5 storage units I bought, on an average, I probably paid $75 for them.
Oh, wow.
Each. Therefore, I always like the business model of being able to invest low and be able to make a lot of profit off of one initial price. Right?
Wow.
That makes sense?
It makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
I made $70 for one unit.
Yeah, $70 for one unit.
How much can you make on a unit like that?
That depends, right? So usually on a $70 unit, you're looking at making $250, $500, and $500. Now that depends on how you breaking down how fast you selling it too. Because sometimes you spent $70, but it maybe took you 2-3 months to sell everything in it.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So it's not like you made the $250 tomorrow or next week, but you breaking down the things piece by piece. So on eBay, you sold one thing for $50 the first day.
Yeah.
Then 3 days later, you sold some on Facebook for $20.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then it adds up, together as a sum of $250, $500 once you sell it all.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So, all right, it's a good return on investment.
Yes, it is. I dibbled and dabbled in all kind of businesses, and what I like about this business, you shouldn't really have too many limited beliefs. Okay, I know how sometimes friends and family can talk you out of things and say, "Oh, you shouldn't open that restaurant. That costs $50,000."
Yeah.
Or to do this business, you need to have a business degree. You don't have to have a college education.
Okay, yeah.
You don't have to graduate high school, right? You don't have to be able to speak correctly and all fancy.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't even have to have a pickup truck. You can rent a pickup truck from U-Haul, $19.95.
Yeah.
And get to work. Yeah, man, that's what I like about this model.
So that means a lot of people sitting down at home right now, they could just go out there and rent a truck and start to, the thing is, how do you get in touch, or how do you find the people that want to rent or sell the units to you?
Okay, well, that would just be on the websites mostly. Because like I said, 80-90% of them are online now. And over the years, like in 2009, I mean, it was all in person. You had to be there. Most of the time, it was only cash. Okay. Over the years, they start introducing, okay, you can use credit. You can use debit cards, right? Then they start putting them online. So I'll say 2014, okay, 10% start being online each year. And then when COVID hit, that was just like the break of majority,
went
all
online.
of them online.
Yeah. So, man, okay. So I see in your book you give a lot of the whole process on how to do the business.
Okay.
How can somebody get a copy of this book?
Well, I love selling them face to face, but unfortunately, people live in different states, different part of the country. You can get it out of my eBay store that I've had, like I said, over 10 years. I have 15,000 transactions. My feedback score is like 99.7%. So you're going to get great customer service shopping out of my store. Or you can go to Amazon, and we'll leave a link, maybe right here on this podcast, and you go straight to Amazon and buy it. You have it in a couple of days.
So you have around 15,000 transactions on your eBay.
Right.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of transactions. But I've been doing it. I opened up my store in 2013.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a lot of packages.
Yeah. So have you ever thought about moving to Amazon?
Yes, I have considered it a couple times,
Okay.
but I haven't committed to it yet.
Yeah. So my thing is, can you give a little story about yourself, or
Okay.
because people sometimes they see you do things they don't know why you choose to do it.
Okay.
And somebody may be in a situation where you used to be, they may not see a way out.
Okay.
Right. And then when they see listen to your story, they know where you came from. They see what you're doing. They say, wow, if you can do it, I can do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So talking about prior to begin with selling online or flipping storage, what were you doing?
Okay, so even before then, at the time I had a lawn care service,
Okay.
right? And I think before my lawn care service, I was selling DVDs wholesale.
Okay.
Right?
DVDs.
These DVDs, the authentic version, and it was for adults only.
Yeah. Wow.
And I was buying them wholesale, and I was selling them to gas stations, right? And that was like kind of the beginning of me getting into entrepreneurship, right?
Yeah.
I was selling DVDs, and I started selling clothes and shoes. I was doing retail arbitrages, buying it out of stores and reselling them at like barbershops.
Okay.
I even partnered with people before, and like I said, sold some of the shoes and clothes. And I did it on a mass scale for a while, and that's how I came up with my company, Shoe Solution 6.
So yeah, you were saying about the purses that you found purses, but they were not expensive.
Right, they weren't expensive, and like I said, I did my small check originally when I went through the purses, but I always give the purses to my wife and let her go through them, right?
Okay.
She's more of an expert of saying, okay, are they real? Are they fake? Is this good quality? Is it name brand?
Yeah.
These kind of things. And she go through them thoroughly because a lot of times in purses, people leave little small gift cards. Usually the money is gone.
Okay.
But it's always, Amazon or maybe a Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Home Depot.
Yeah.
It'd be a little gift card in there with balances. And this is a gimmick that, business has been using for a long time. They sell you gift cards, but a lot of people forget they have them, or they use them, but don't use the whole balance.
Ah, okay.
Right, so I'm always coming up on gift cards, but this time she found $300 folded up real tight in the back of his wallet, and
Wow.
I heard her like holler, and I was like, I know what that means. And it was 3 crispy $100 bill, big faces. Yeah, so that's what I saw.
Okay. So yeah, I've never thought a type of business like that existed.
Yeah.
Where you could have purchased storage units and resell the things. So you can resell face to face, garage sale. You also do you can sell on eBay, also Amazon too, right?
Yes and no. With Amazon, it's a little more red tape when it comes to selling on Amazon.
Okay.
Right. They basically, you fill out the form, then they interview you and all those things. The problem with Amazon and my business model is that Amazon is based off all new products. Mm-hmm. You want a brand new computer, a brand new camera, right? Yeah. They ship it right to you. But when you're dealing with storage units, 90% of the stuff you're going to find is used.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I mean, so you used to sell CDs, CD players,
DVDs. Yeah.
You were not in that time. DVD players.
Yes.
But you've always been doing business then.
I've always been doing business. Yes, I haven't had a W-2 in probably 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
Wow. So how does it feel to be an entrepreneur that you provide for yourself?
Well, it feels good to know that, I made my own way, and that I wasn't in the mindset that I had to be like someone else. Mm-hmm. I knew that I wanted to do something different than when I seen my family do when I was a kid.
Okay.
I grew up on a farm till I was 11 years old.
Oh wow. Okay.
And that stuck with me.
Gotcha.
You know.
In the
Pigs
farm,
and
okay,
chickens
talk
and
to
stuff
us
like
about
that.
the farm, man.
Yeah,
Because
let's talk about
I
it.
was born I was born in Haiti. I was
Right.
born and raised in Haiti,
Mm-hmm.
and where I was born, it was remote place, a small village, right? No
Okay.
cars, no electricity. We had to take a bath in the river
Mm-hmm.
and all that. So how was life in being born and raised in a farm?
It was humbling. It was a good experience. I really
Yeah.
value it when I look back on it. As a kid, I was bored. There really wasn't no other kids there, except maybe
Yeah.
during the summer, maybe visitors or
Yeah.
after church, maybe or something.
Yeah,
But
okay.
during the week, you know, it was me, the animals, and adults. Right?
Yeah.
So that was always interesting. But you know, if I had to do it all over again, I probably would have wished I would have stayed longer.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And stayed till I was at least 18 to get more core values of what it's like to really like live off the land and know exactly what farming is like from a more intellectual standpoint.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
If that makes sense.
It makes sense.
Break
yes.
it down why we have so many pigs. How much did you buy the pig for? How much did you sell the pig for?
Okay.
You know, how many different meals you can make from the pig versus just feeding the pig.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
You
Yes.
see what I'm saying? So,
I see it.
Yeah.
So, are you thinking about going back and do something in the farm, or are you good?
the farm industry never really, I'm gonna say, impressed me. I do think there's a lot of value there. I think there's a level of knowledge everybody should know about
Yeah.
food. Because when you're
Okay.
talking about farming, you're talking about mostly food, right?
Yeah.
And I think we as people have got into a process of wanting everything so fast now that we're not even understanding the level of death we're digesting, chemicals and processing, and the way the government allows certain things to slide with red tape, whatever the case may be. So even with COVID, you know, we kind of talked about it briefly, and I just mentioned it, was
Yeah.
that, you know, you start getting people to start making their own garden at home.
Yeah.
You know, the grocery stores was empty. But once you have this knowledge up here in your brain, you can always duplicate it. You can always go out here and start your own little garden of
Yeah.
food and teach your kids how to do it. And that's the part that I miss. I didn't get that. So, for example, right now, I'm in an area that has a lot of deer that runs around.
Okay.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when I grew up as a kid, I would see deer. Sometimes we would eat it at the gas station. You get you a deer sausage or something, or you know, it'd be at one of the other properties with my uncles or auntie. They had land of 100 acres over here, 100 acres
Wow.
over there, right?
Okay.
But I don't know how to kill the deer properly and gut it and get the meat that's edible
Okay.
and separate it from the stuff you need to throw it away.
Yeah.
But that's a skill that I probably would have picked
You could
up
have learned
if
how
I
to
would have stayed there
understand.
longer.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, thank goodness you didn't learn.
Yeah, for sure. But it's cool though. You know what I'm saying? When you be around a lot of city people, you can tell the difference when you be around a country person. And I'm a mixture of both.
Yeah,
I understand like
yeah.
the negative street life stuff, and I understand like just good old country the food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chill. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Eating collard greens with your fingers.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah.
For sure.
No, actually, I learned a lot living in the village where I'm from.
Okay.
It's a lot of values, core values that make me who I am right now. So you, as I'm looking at you, the things you're doing, and I can tell that there are some core values that you picked up from somewhere that is pushing you to do what you're doing. Because not everyone would be able to get up every day like you do. You know, to grind and you know to find these units and flip them. It takes a lot of determination, a lot of consistency to do something like that. So I believe there's some values you get. They come from where you were born and raised, right?
Right. Definitely one of them was hard work.
Okay. Right? Yeah.
I woke up 5:30, 6:30 in the morning.
Wow. Okay.
Growing up on the farm, you ever heard of the rooster?
The rooster, yeah.
I woke up to the rooster.
Okay.
Right? My granddaddy would come in my room and say, make up that bed.
Yeah.
And I'm asleep. And I'm like, I'm getting the sleep out my eyes. And it's like, how am I waking up to bed? Can I get up? Thinking as a grown person, not like, can I get up first, granddaddy? Like, why I got to make the bed up if I ain't even up yet, right? But he's like, oh, it's time to get to work, do something, go to school, something. You can't just lay up in bed. And that was his mindset, right?
What time was that?
This is 5:36, 6:30.
Wow.
So this is days I went to school. I'm in elementary. So before elementary, I'm already up. Sometimes maybe the pigs got out. I had to go and help the grown-ups put the pigs back inside.
Yeah.
Or my grandmama always had breakfast ready when I woke up. I woke up to smelling food. I didn't, get up, figure out what you want to do, watch TV. No, grits. You wake up, smell the sausage, the pork. It hits your nose as soon as you wake up.
Wow, okay.
So I grew up with a nice meal before I even started my day because it was about working.
Yeah.
So it's kind of set that tone for the day. Get you a nice, good meal, and then we finna go make something happen.
Gotcha, man.
Yeah.
So, from the farm to where you are right now.
Yes.
Are you telling me it's possible to be born and raised in a farm and become a successful entrepreneur?
Yes, definitely. I mean, you can be in all kind of situations, whether they're bad, good, because it's all perspective, right?
Okay.
But you can be around poverty or a bad adult environment, like a mom and dad that's negative. Not that mine was, but I've seen people blossom into some great things. So it don't really matter about your past. It's all about what's up here in your brain.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? I'll give you a perfect example. There's been plenty of times where you have the same mom and dad and they produce two kids. They both saw what their mom and dad did. One kid becomes great, the other one don't do nothing with their life.
True.
We don't know how that happens.
Yeah.
But it's just somehow that brain works. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, my dad used to beat my mom, so I'm going to beat women too when they get older. Or you get fed up and say, I would never, ever do that when I get older.
That's true.
That's how the brain works. So weird as that is. Yep.
Yeah. So because what I'm trying to see here is to highlight the part of your story where you were born and raised in a farm. Now you're doing business at a higher level. You're an author and all that. So what keeps you motivated to, say, you know what, I have to keep going. I have to make it happen. Or what is your everyday motivation to even write a book and keep doing the business you do?
You know what? That's a great question.
Yeah.
All right, and I started off being a young father, right?
Okay.
My first child was born, I was 17 years old.
Oh, wow.
I was in high school in 11th grade.
Wow.
That was the start of pulling me back from city life. Or should I say, being around bad environment.
Yeah.
And to this day, she'll be 26 in October.
26?
She'll be 26 this October. My youngest is 10. Something that I'm passionate about is being the best father I can be. Right?
Yeah.
And now I'm even more connected because I've learned so much from my previous experience as a father, but also observing other fathers, reading certain books, is that now it makes me push a little bit harder in different ways. So it don't have to be in business, it don't have to be in writing, but the things that I do, they see. And from what I learned from kids, they really pay more attention to what you do than what you say.
Perfectly said. Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
So me going after my goals, I want them to go after their goals. That don't mean that they're going to do it.
Yeah.
But at least let me show it. Be the example. Say, hey, we're going to get up and go,
man.
Go to work early in the morning. Or I'm going to start this business.
Yeah.
Even if it don't be the best business, the great. It's about try whatever you want to do. So when I was a kid, I wanted to try every sport. I wanted to know exactly what I was made of. Can I play football? Can I play baseball? Am I good at it? Because you don't know nothing until you try.
True. Yeah.
And I tried writing a book and I got it done. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't try, it ain't gonna happen.
Man, yeah, there's something you just said here that really makes sense, because your kids, they're watching. Yes. And you may say something, but they see what you're doing is not congruent to what you say.
Right.
So they get confused.
Yes.
Get confused. So they will most likely do what they see you do.
Yes, it's more higher probability of them imitating what you do.
So you would say your motivation would be your kids then, right?
Yes.
They're the one who motivates you to do the things that you're doing.
Yeah.
That's good. How is it to deal like a young father dealing with a 26-year-old girl or boy?
All girls.
26.
Yeah. And I think she a little taller than me.
Really?
I be in my feelings about it some kind of way though. I be like, damn, chill. Like, but I love it though, man. I love my family, man. That's top priority for me. Yeah, for sure.
Man. No, that's amazing. I love your story, man. You know, beside flipping storage, you have a wealth of knowledge. And your story can really change a lot of people's lives. Right? Because you starting early in life, having your first child at 17. Some people could have given up because they don't have the experience, the money, the people. They could have given up and say, you know what, there is nothing else I can do, right? But here you are right now, right? And you have two, right?
No, I have 3 kids.
3 kids.
Yep.
You know, so you have your family, a good father. I mean, that sets an example. Maybe your business is not flipping storage, man. It's the counseling.
Oh, wow. Why did you bring that up, man? I don't know why you brought that up, because that's something I really want to do.
Yeah.
Right? And I just know that I'm going to have to really dig deep to figure out how I'm going to supplement my income to go in that area.
Yeah, but you can still be doing what you're doing now to make the money and start on the side, because I believe that somebody has come to you at some time to ask you for some advice.
Right, of course. Oh, and of course I got the funny stories when you see the young dads. And one of my funniest stories, or a good friend of mine's, you know, you have a child, they're about 6 months old. Most of the time when they're very young, you keep them pretty protected. You don't take them out as much. You bundle them up all crazy. And one day he had to, you know, take his child to a babysitter house. And I think he was grabbing like the walker or the swing or something, what you call it, the baby bag, and it was like baby powder leaking everywhere throughout the house, because you just grabbing everything and go. And I just laughed like, wow, Ricky stage. But I started off as a young father, and I've also lost a child before, so I know what that feels like, right? So that taught me some at an early age. My third daughter at the time.
Oh.
Well, I have 4 collectively, you know, all together, but one passed, right? So third at the time, it reminded me that it's not your elderly parents, it's not your grandmother that may pass first. It started really being more intentional, like, okay, you got to get down and play train, Barbie doll, whatever it is with them, man, because tomorrow's not promised.
It's not, man.
Yeah, and that's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking that I could go first.
Yeah.
You got police brutality. You got all kind of things that happens in this world that could take me out early. And then I lose a daughter, right? Years later, I end up becoming a single father. That pushed me in a whole nother box of knowing it really feels like to be a father. But now I understood what it feels like to be almost a mother, because I had to be the mom and the father.
Yeah. Wow.
You see what I'm saying? Didn't know how to cook, didn't know how to do hair, nothing. I had to like, oh, wow, okay. So how I'm gonna make the hair part this way?
Yeah,
and this
yeah.
way. I don't want to brush my own hair. But it just lets you know the different levels
Yeah.
of father. Now I'm even a grandfather. That made me stretch even more, right?
You don't even have gray hair, man. You're a grandfather.
I got a few. You just have to look closely. That's all. But yeah,
Man.
it makes you
Nah.
think deeper. Push
Yeah.
yourself harder.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So I can see now, because when you see people doing things, you may believe it's just this is what they do.
Mm-hmm.
But there is something deeper than that that motivates them to do what they're doing every day.
Well, it's just as always motivation. It just depending on is that good or bad or healthy motivation.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense when you
Yeah.
do something.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about you as a business owner, as
Okay.
as an
Yes, ma'am.
entrepreneur that's waking up every day to, do what you're doing. See with the trucks, I see with, emptying the units and
Right.
everything, Said, man, it takes some type of drive to do that.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, not everyone can get up like this and do what you're doing. And I said, man, it takes some type of drive to do something like that. That's why I really wanted to have you in the show, because it's not really about business. It's about the consistency, the determination that you have. This is what you're teaching people, man.
Right.
Somebody can be in a tough moment right now. They say, oh, I never knew I could flip a storage. And they learned that from you. But the real thing you're teaching now, man, it's not just units, flipping units.
Okay.
It's resilience,
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's character.
Yeah.
It's determination, right? Because you could have given up.
Oh yeah, of course. Believe me, plenty of times that I see other people struggle and go through things in life. I've been through things in life, and that's why I really want to help people with my book and what I've done in the past, because I know there's plenty of families, men, women, that struggle like I had. Mm-hmm. Going from apartment to apartment to apartment.
Yeah.
Right? When you really could have started as a homeowner at 22, 23.
Okay.
Buying you a duplex.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As your first home at 22, 24. The knowledge is out here now. But me going through things, like I said, starting, being a father early age, things of that nature, life can punch you in the face several times. That I wasn't a homeowner until I was probably like 32 or something. I don't even remember.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But my point I'm saying is that with the stuff that I teach you in this book, you can get a chance to visit and travel, go to New York now. Some people never left their city. They never left their state.
Yeah.
Right? Mostly because of either your mindset or your finances.
Finances.
You see what I'm saying?
Most of the times.
And sometimes
it's
all
the
you
money.
need is an extra $100 or
Yeah.
extra $1,000 a week or a month to kind of change your life.
That's true.
And say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna try to think of your significant other, whoever you dating, married to, whatever, and say, hey, you know what? Just put some clothes on. We going out of town, just an hour away from the kids for 2-3 days.
Yeah.
You know how big that is for a relationship?
That's true.
When you got a mom and dad that's struggling to pay the bills, the kids don't want to behave.
Yeah,
They ain't
yeah.
doing their homework. You
True.
doing this 365 days a year. You never going on vacation. Y'all just
There
hitting
is
head.
frustration in the house.
Frustration is there.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, I forgot why I even like you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But an extra $1,000 a week or extra
It's true.
$1,000 a
Yeah.
month is huge. Now you get a chance to eat real Oreos instead of fake Oreos.
Yeah.
You see what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the real struggle.
Yeah, I understand, man. I mean, when somebody's talking, you know where they're coming from,
Yeah,
bro.
for real.
Yeah, but that's amazing, man. So, what would you tell somebody like a young kid,
Okay.
17, that is getting into relationship right now? What is some type of mistake what counsel you would give to
Ooh.
them? What advice?
Okay. A young man, 17.
Yeah,
18.
young man, young woman.
Okay.
17.
One thing is be very observant Do more listening than talking.
Okay.
Possibly get connected with God or have some kind of meditations, relaxation, time to yourself to think.
Yeah.
All that's in the same area of just a peace of mind. Protect your energy.
Okay.
Don't let negativity get around you. Be observant of it, and if you do see it, get away from it immediately.
Yeah.
Even if it's family members, co-workers, put the wall up, set up boundaries and barriers, right? Really true to love yourself. Dig deep to figure out what makes you awesome.
Okay.
Right? That gives you more self-confidence to be great in life. Having confidence not only is part of having a great character, but it's attractive.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to be with somebody who don't feel good about themselves.
Right.
It's hard to get a job. It's hard to get in a relationship if you're not confident. So I tell you to write at least 10 things that you love about yourself. You can shoot for 100, but start with 10.
Okay.
Right? One is try to stay away from relationships. When you begin in relationships, you start to try to please others. When you say yes to other people, you say no to yourself.
Wow.
No is one of my favorite words.
Okay.
I love the vocabulary. I love the dictionary in a sense. There's a lot of wordplay you can throw out. In the Bible, it say the tongue is mightier than a sword.
Yeah.
So words can destroy, it can hurt, but also can build.
True.
So just understand when you say yes to other people, you're saying no to yourself.
Learn
and if
how
you
to
truly
say no.
love yourself, you need to say yes to you more.
Okay. Makes sense.
That's just a little bit I can say for a young person.
That's a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a lot, man. But yeah. So if somebody would like to, do you teach people how to, beside buying the book,
okay,
do you teach people how to flip units? Let's say somebody would like a one-on-one coaching with you. Is that something you do?
Yes, that's something I'm working on right now. So far, I have a Facebook page about flipping storage units.
Okay.
That's something I started this year.
Yeah.
So people can just go in there and just ask me questions or watch videos or whatever the case may be.
Okay.
I also have a YouTube, Major Hustles 7150, and that's where you can go, videos, leave comments, ask questions as well.
Yeah. No, that's perfect, man. No, actually, for me, it seems like I'm going to try this too.
Okay.
Even though I'm not going to do it as a business, but I want to try to see how it feels, man. You go, you get a unit, and then you flip it. And you sell it, make some profit out of it. Maybe I'll do it just for fun because I never knew you could have done something like that.
Okay.
I didn't know if this existed, right? So, yeah, I mean, what is the last word you could share with somebody in terms of storage unit and life in general?
Ooh, okay. I would love to close it out. So what I want people to think of, just with buying this book, that it can save you a lot of money even if you just have your own business. So for example, we kind of spoke about it. If you want to open up a restaurant, okay, it's going to cost you thousands of dollars just for the stuff on the inside that you need to run a successful restaurant. When I say in this book, I talk about commercial units and I talk about residential units. Commercial units are when they open that door, you see that was a business inside it. That was a barbershop that closed down. That was a restaurant. That was a small carrier business where they got boxes and printers and things of that nature. Okay, now instead of you flipping 1 million storage units, you could buy one storage unit, a barbershop inside, get all the stuff you need, one transaction, and never have to flip again. That alone is worth buying the book because that's going to save you a ton of money. And the websites, you can go outside of your state. So don't think that you have to stay just in Georgia.
Okay.
I can go to Florida. I can put the zip code in and say, okay, I look at South Carolina. You would drive to South Carolina to save $10,000.
Yeah.
Right? Go get the stuff from South Carolina, bring it back to Georgia, open up your restaurant. So that's one avenue of why flipping storage units is so powerful.
Okay. Oh, no. You just said something. No. Okay. We can end this.
All right.
Yeah. So commercial.
Commercial.
A restaurant is closed out.
Yes.
You buy it.
Yes.
Dollars and a penny. Oh, pennies on the dollar.
Yeah,
That's what
pennies
it
on the
said.
dollar, right.
Yeah. So you buy it, and then you can take all the things in that restaurant and open your own business.
Basically, or sell it like I do.
Wow. Yeah. No. That's
Huge,
big.
right?
Yeah.
So the great thing, what I like about it, is that you only had to find possibly one buyer to buy everything. Right? You take pictures of the stuff that's in there, say, okay, it's this. You go on classified ads, you could go on a newspaper, you could put it on Facebook, whatever it is. Boom, say, I got a whole restaurant. And you list what exactly is in there. You know, there's 3 freezers, there's 2 refrigerators, 8 sinks. Boom. You find one buyer. Say, I'll give you 8,000, I'll give you 2,000, I'll give you 12,000, whatever it is. Oh, done. I'm through.
Yeah.
Cash money, you done. Now, with the residential, which is more common, 90% of storage units are residential. Now you got to find somebody who want the stove or the couch or the TV, the bed. Most people don't want everything.
Yeah.
You do get lucky and find somebody that say, you know what, I'll get the bed and the TV.
Yeah.
Or I'll get the grill and the little kid toy.
Okay.
But rarely somebody say, I'm going to buy it all. But it's stuff that I've learned from years of business. So, for example, I just won an antique unit last week or this week? Let me see. No, this is beginning of the week. Last week. Paid $40 for the unit. It's probably about a 10 by 10 unit. And I could just make one phone call, possibly, and say, hey, I know you got an antique store. You want to come over here and look at it? Tell me what you think.
Yeah.
Make me an offer. Boom.
Okay.
They say, okay, well, I'll give you 300.
Yeah.
I'll give you 800.
Done. Wow. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool. That's cool. I mean, I'm gonna try this. You know, not because of my business, but I'm trying to get the feeling of, buy something and then resell it right on the spot, maybe if possible. But anyway, man, thank you so much for being on the show, because I know you freed somebody today. Because a lot of people stay home and they don't know how to get out there and make some money. Somebody's rent is almost due. They don't know what to do right now.
Right.
They could just go ahead and say, you know what? I have $40, $50. Let me see if I can get a storage unit and flip it.
And they can. Even with a car.
Even with a car.
I bought a unit. I talk about it in the book. Sometimes people only left just enough stuff in it to where you can fit it in a car. Like 2, 3 totes, 5, 6, 7 trash bags.
Okay.
Maybe a couple of laundry baskets. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. So there is more, man. Excuse my ignorance on this, because if I knew more about this, I could have asked you better questions.
That's all right.
So what I'm looking at here is some people, they dedicate themselves to do garage sale.
Right. Some people do it like once a month.
Yeah, once a month. So that's a good way to find items to sell on garage sale, though.
Well, I talk about that in my YouTube.
Okay.
I buy stuff from garage sales, yard sales, estate sales, police auctions, all of that. So you don't have to necessarily buy storage units.
Yeah.
But it's all about buying used stuff and reselling it. Going to thrift stores.
Wow.
I'll give you a perfect example. I wear a lot of Ralph Lauren. I'm trying to get off of it. I've been wearing it for like 20-some years. Okay. A button-up Ralph Lauren shirt is about $80 brand new at the store. You catch them on sale sometime at Marshall's, $29, $39. All right. You go to a thrift store, you can find it for $3, $4, $5. Right now, you can sell them on eBay for about $12 for a used button-up shirt.
Okay.
So you doubled your money on a used shirt.
Wow.
Way the economy is right now, and sometimes it fluctuates. Sometimes used clothes end up being more valuable than a new shirt.
The new shirt.
Because everybody can't afford a new shirt, but more people can afford a clean used shirt. Same thing with what happened with cars with COVID. The new cars went up, so the price of used cars went up too. because they stopped making the new cars.
Yeah.
Right? That means we got to use the product that we got now and get the most out of it. You see what I'm saying? So with used, I'm looking at different business models, and I'm gonna drop this gem. A lot of people don't know about it. The Goodwill have websites. You go to goodwill.com, order your stuff. But they also have wholesale places in different states where you buy clothes by the pound. You just don't go in the thrift store and buy it out the rack, $3, $4, $5. I'm talking about you put everything in a buggy and they weigh your buggy. And they say, okay, that's $80 worth of clothes.
Wow.
$1.69 a pound. Well, you throwing jeans, shirts, jackets, whatever.
Yeah.
Boom, they just weigh by. My point being is that it's so many different ways you can take nothing and bring it into something and start building off of it. It's all about reselling, flipping, get more product, re-ing up. Even the people that making felony decisions, risking their life, they still doing a similar thing. They just reselling an illegal product versus a legal product. But you got to re-up. Like my books, I sold my first 50 hand to hand, boom, boom, boom. When I got my new 50 in, I felt so good.
Yeah.
So I get to re-up. If you ain't re-ing up, you ain't doing nothing.
Man. No, bro. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I know somebody is gonna use this to, get out of some trouble.
Okay. We spoke about fatherhood.
Yeah.
And I ain't going to stretch it because the people been watching us for a while. I believe that the more money you have, in a sense, you can be the best version of yourself, right?
Yeah.
When you relax, now you really have time to pour into your kids. Now you're becoming the best father you can be and the best mother you can be. And then that trickles down into the rest of the world. Because now we bringing kids up that's not getting, who knows what they're going with at school, possibly getting bullied or whatever. Teachers don't care because now you got teachers that's just getting a paycheck like police officers. So they not pouring into the kid. And then they come into a household where the mom and dad is neglecting them and they just watching TV all day. But just imagine you made an extra extra $1,000 a month. Now that dad takes some of that stress off the mom, the dad, and you get a chance to sit down and say, hey, how was your day? And the kids say, hey, it was great. A lot of conversations stop right there.
Yeah.
Oh, they go their way, they get on their phones and tablets. But they didn't ask the deeper questions. Hey, son, why was it great?
True.
You know what I'm saying? What happened in first period? What happened in second period? Who your best friends is? Why do you like them? Why do you think they deserve to come over and spend the night? What you don't like about them?
Man,
right, that's the deeper question.
You're really
but you can't do that
right here,
when your pockets are hurt. When you got the rabbit ears.
True.
It's messing with you mentally. You can't be the best version of yourself, which means you can't be the best father or mother you can be.
Bruh. Man,
yeah, so I'm leaving with that. I'm leaving viewers with that, man.
No, we could spend the whole day, man, with this, bruh.
For sure, man.
But anyway, man, thank you so much. I have to bring you back because I know people will have questions.
Okay.
The same way I have questions, I will have more questions too. Because
That's
now
all right.
I'm new to this. I really don't know what to ask, but a lot of people will have questions. They will leave them in the comment. So I will bring you back so you can answer these questions for the people. And hopefully soon you have a coaching program, a group coaching program or whatever, where you can teach people how to do that. Because sometimes people are losing their cars because they don't know how to make an extra $1,000 a month, losing their homes or not being able to pay their rent, But if you teach them how to do that, man, so you'll free some people, man.
Okay, this is what I'm going to do for all your viewers.
Yeah.
You ready?
Ready.
So anybody who purchased my book, you show me proof, send it to me through Instagram or whatever social media that I'm on, Shoe Solution 6. What I'm going to do is help you get your first unit. I'm going to show you, even if you're in different states. If you're in South Carolina, you're in Texas, all I need to know is your zip code. Once you give me your zip code, I'm going to look up some of the storage units for you. And that way you can find something comfortable for you that you can win.
Okay.
And then it's going to be on you to get the stuff out or how you going to sell it. But I'm going to help you through the process of winning your first unit.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to leave a link under the video. If you buy the book, say you bought the book from It's Possible. And man, my man right here is going to help you get your first unit. That's amazing. Wherever you are in the United States. That's amazing, man. Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. So anytime, man, I'll be calling you again so you can come and answer people's questions, man. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching the video. We had D with us today. And yeah, let me show the book right here. So D will be coming back to answer your questions, everybody. Well, thank you very much and have a great day, everyone.